Hello and welcome to Good Day Westeros, the morning. This is a morning show about Game of Thrones, and we are your hosts. I'm of course Max Knobloch.
I'm Proma Kosla.
I'm Bob Algreen.
And we're talking Game of Thrones, the last episode that aired on Sunday, and it was called Game of Thrones: The Spoils of War. Let's get into it. First off, though, everyone, how was your weekend?
It's Tuesday.
It's so long ago, I don't know or care.
Well, I can talk about mine.
Okay.
Me and the fam were planning a trip, and we booked an Airbnb. And I thought, okay, this is cheap. This is a very cheap Airbnb for AC, Atlantic City. This is pretty. And let's jump right into it because
It really all came together.
The speedy, everything fast.
Everything. It had everything. It had
Speak to
action.
that. Speak to it.
It had a little bit of romance. Just enough, not too much. Enough to make us question our morals. It had just some cave drawings. You had Starks. You had Targaryens. You have everyone just infighting. You have all the key players now. This is all it's about. It's just main characters only.
Guys, what do you think was the best scene?
I mean, it's got to be that battle that we waited 7 years for. Too good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Was it a good thing, though?
Well, it's hard to choose, right? Because you care about Jaime and Bronn, but you also care about Daenerys and her dragons, and then Tyrion's just like...
Yeah, I care about Tyrion.
He's just a witness, but we care about him too.
He could have caught a stray arrow
You
up there
can't
on
really
his
pick
hill.
sides. I care about Dickon a little bit. More than I ever planned to.
Really?
I loved it. I love to see when the crazy lunatic men came down, standing on their horses and were throwing things.
They are just
Psychotic men who are brutal murder, all prisoners.
Righteous men.
And then they jump
Heroes.
up, they're killing them, and they're right there in the side of righteousness.
Shing.
And sure enough, who flies
Shing.
down but the dragon?
The mother of dragons.
And Dany is on it. And
it's a big dragon.
blows them up, sets fire to the men, and I'm thinking, good, watch it, friends.
I like what you said about the water, though. Why didn't everyone just jump in the water?
Fire,
say that.
water.
Dragon
Water turns fire.
can't burn you in the water if you're
I didn't
just...
say anything about water. I did not speak to that. I didn't talk about water. I didn't say anything about water.
Yeah, I think you said something about water.
What did I say?
Well, the water was there.
It was surprising that there were not more guys trying to run into the water. Or did
Yeah.
they? I guess some of them did.
Some of them did, but I think it was
I would've
kind of an
just
instant burn
camped
thing.
out in the water.
Because as we would see the fire hit them, some of them, yes, would run around, but then most of them would immediately be just a gray husk of ash.
Guys turned
and
to
I'm
ash.
thinking, well, this. Then they probably aren't going.
Some of them were.
If they're good, yeah, some of them
Some of them
were
were
hit
at the
with a
end
less
doing
heat.
this with the water. Just a little, just a little.
Yeah. And of course, who could forget? We see Bronn,
The bold.
the bold, and he gets the bow and arrow.
The big bow and arrow.
The massive bow and arrow.
Built by
First of all,
Qyburn.
I'm thinking, oh, he's going to shoot down the dragon. No, he uses it to shoot a man. First things first. I'm thinking, how long does this thing take to reload? Because you wasted a lot of time and
How many
energy.
arrows?
Just kill that guy with your hands. But luckily, he reloads it again. He swivels it around. He aims it up, and the dragon doesn't see. And then he hits the dragon, but not good enough.
Not real
And
great.
I'm thinking, this is compelling.
Anyway, we have Tyler on the scene at the loot train right now.
Tyler?
Let's go to Tyler.
Guys, I'm lost. I gotta tell you, and I'm scared. We have no food. There's 3 of us here, and we are desperate. Please help.
Great stuff. Great stuff,
I think
Tyler.
no food means it's at Highgarden, so now you know where you are.
The lot is empty.
Do we think Sansa's gonna kill Littlefinger? It's getting close. Now there's a dagger. Arya has the dagger.
Bran, the creepy Bran, he turns to his sister and he says, I'll tell you who doesn't need a knife. It's me. What am I going to do with it? And I'm thinking, close combat weapon, and you have movement in your arms.
Someone
you could
literally
you
tried to
still
kill you
technically
with
say,
that
no,
knife.
no, I'm weird now, and you got to take it. And he gives it to Arya, and he
shouldn't
says,
be around
I
now.
think, and he looks at her and the camera zooms in, and he says, I think you'll find a good use for this. And then they very tight zoom in on the dagger, and I'm thinking, and here's a fan theory, could this dagger be important? Could we see this again?
It's hard to tell. It's very subtle. It's very nuanced.
That's my favorite
portrayal.
There's something funny about that. The children of the forest draw in spiral patterns that are very. What could this represent the sun? We don't know. And then they draw extraordinarily photorealistic with chalk that has stayed.
Yeah.
With chalk that has
Blue
stayed.
chalk.
In
And
perfect
the
color.
blue is amazing.
blue eyes.
It's very much like, oh, that's the guy we saw earlier.
I don't think it's
Same guy.
Well, they're magical creatures. They should be able to do that. Mm-hmm. But then they didn't do it with the.
No.
Hey, I loved it. I thought it was really good. I thought it looked really good, and probably a different guy drew it. And also, did you notice that in their drawing, the Night King had a big beard?
That's how you
think
know
about
the
that.
passage of time.
Yeah. I guess he shaved.
He shaved in between.
Guys, let's get into the power rankings,
Let's
shall
do
we?
it.
This is the most
could we?
important part of the episode. Where does everybody stand power-wise in Westeros this week? Some pretty serious developments.
Yeah.
Major characters met, conflicted, head-to-head.
The most important development, I think, is our number 5 power ranking. Yeah, Mycroft Holmes from the bank.
He's a bank teller, and he has initiative, and he's guaranteeing that he can give all the money because the and I wish they would focus more on the economics of it. But if
Trade
they,
disputes.
and that's really cool.
I wanna
love
know about
it.
tariffs.
And he wants to give them the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder where that plot's going with him.
I wonder. I have no idea.
Number 4, this is a grouping. We're going to bring them all together, zoop, because they're all together back on the show again. House Stark, guys. Arya and Bran and Sansa. They're a force to be reckoned with. Number 3, Bronn the Brave.
Bronn the bold and brave.
Really showed up for that battle of the
Yeah.
loot train. Put the team on his back and shot a dragon. Number 2, not a human, a dragon.
Yeah.
Drogon, the dragon.
Love it.
Very
The list is
powerful.
so open.
Large wings, blows fire. There it is.
Number 1.
It's true.
Dany Targaryen. Let's talk about her. She's doing great. She's lost almost every part of her forces, but then she sent a bunch of psychos to murder the people that she's going to rule. And then she also brought a monster to burn them alive in front of each other. And she left some of them alive so they can talk about it.
Right now we have Tyler at the bank.
I'm sorry, what? No, you said go to King's Landing. That's where I am. Guys, this can't keep happening. Yeah, he said King's Landing. Yeah, we said. I was told King's Landing.
Is anything happening there? The bank guy should be there.
No, not really. Nothing's really going on.
Tyler's lost, but where are our characters?
Well, hopefully I can show you promo if we just refer to this map right over here. Excuse me.
Goody.
All right, guys, let's take a look at some of the movements around Westeros this week. First off, of course, you have Arya returning home, reclaiming her title as Lady Stark up there, just in time to completely humiliate Brienne of Tarth at sword combat. Let's stick that on there. Stick. Okay, great. And then, meanwhile, down here in the south, somewhere in this basic area, you have Jaime, and he's looking somber. You know, he's winning, but he doesn't feel good about it. And then he's hanging out with his buddy, Bronn, of course. And then from over here in Dragonstone, Daenerys, who we assume just flies her dragon over, whomp, and joins them. And then, oh my God, fire. It's fire everywhere. Everything's burning. All the people are burning. All the horses, the carriages, everything burning. Fire everywhere. Everyone's dead. Fire everywhere. And that's thanks to Keith with the dragon, which will just kind of slap that puppy right on there. And that's what we're looking at this week. Back to you guys.
Really good.
Isn't
really
it
good
crazy?
stuff.
Isn't it crazy how far away Karth is when you really look at it?
Yeah, I never even thought about it.
Well, Bob, thanks
Great
so much for
episode.
that. And thank you, Proma, for everything.
thank
and
you,
thank you
guys.
guys both for everything. And this has been a great episode. And we're excited to come back for episode 5
Yeah.
of 7. And then the following season is going to have 6. We've got 11. No.
9.